where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course the law of attraction. I have to tell you that just a moment ago I was heating up my coffee and without realizing it I stopped the timer. I opened the microwave door on the number 11 and I instantly thought, I feel like 11 or 1111 is going to be some kind of essential part of this reading today. But then it was so synchronistic because I went to go pull out my energy oracle cards deck. And at the bottom of the deck was the 11 card, which is of course a really powerful manifestation card. This is the Cornucopia card. So just seeing these 11s in the span of a minute right before this reading tells me that there is some very powerful materializing energy happening in the Twinflame collective at this time, meaning that something that has long been a wish, a dream, an idea is very quickly drawing to it all of the forces, all of the physical, literal material needed to manifest in this world. Now, of course, because this is a collective reading, this thing that is materializing could be very different depending on who you are listening. So, for some of you, this could be literally movement forward within your twin flame connection. For others of you, this could be much more individualized, or it could appear to be individualized because, of course, all of your individual manifestations and growth actually uplift the whole of collective consciousness. But I do feel like something is being brought forth into reality. And for some reason, I just heard like childbirth, but I heard it more like a metaphor. Like, I feel like whatever is being born into physical reality is painful. It's like this strenuous, painful experience of giving birth to something, giving life to something, either in your life or in your relationship. And I feel like Spirit is saying, just like during childbirth, often it's very, very painful. This is the same way. You're experiencing some kind of pain associated with the giving birth of a new reality. So hopefully as I delve into the cards here, we will get more messages about all of that. But I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the energy oracle cards. I always like to start with this deck. It seems to flow really nicely with these twin flame readings. Just to clarify, this is a reading for the Twin Flame Collective, known by some as divine counterparts or divine unions. If you don't resonate as a twin flame specifically, however, there is most likely still a message for you in whatever love relationship or even in life in general. And I say this because there are no true coincidences in this universe. As I heard in another fellow YouTuber's video the other day, coincidences are just coinciding incidences. It's just something that coincides, two events that coincide, that are meant to be together. So if you did find this reading, there was something in here meant for you. I feel that in my heart and soul. Also, if you feel guided, please do set an intention for this reading, either within your own mind, or you can even pause the video and speak your intention aloud. I really do feel that your intentions shape these readings, and I'm so grateful for all of you who listen to these readings, who are part of this beautiful and expansive and ever-expanding community here. If I do resonate with you, please do subscribe to this channel. Join our community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. I've pulled 4 cards for you so far, by the way. I really like to start with 6 cards when I can, so I'm going to see if I can get any more cards coming out here. For some reason, I just heard soft and steady. which I feel reflects kind of the energy of the cards, which of course can be an indication of collective energy. I feel like Spirit is saying that something is unfolding, and although it may happen in a subtle way, it's happening very steadily as well. I feel that ties back in with the manifestation that's occurring at this time, the materialization of something into a reality. I feel like this is something you've wanted for so long that it's been painful. Like, just as we were discussing in that childbirth metaphor, it's like this idea has filled you with so much longing that it's actually caused you a bit of pain as well. Like, you want it so badly, you can almost physically feel its absence in your body. And Spirit is saying nothing's actually gone wrong in that. That was all part of this beautiful creation process. Okay, so now we have 5 cards. By the way, as always, I will be recommending specific subliminals throughout this reading. For those of you who don't know, subliminals are affirmations that are designed to target the subconscious mind specifically. So they are embedded within other meditation sounds and frequencies. And the effect of this is that these affirmations are capable of bypassing the gatekeeper of the conscious mind and making deeper, more lasting impressions on the subconscious, which is so essential because it's the subconscious that is truly a reflection of our energy. It's what controls 95% of everything in our lives, essentially. So any subliminals I recommend specifically for you are linked in the pinned comment under this video, and they come from my website, Sound and Soulful, so you can try out any subliminals I recommend completely free for 7 days when you create a free trial account on my membership site. Okay, so 5 cards so far. I'm really waiting for that 6th card to emerge here, but I'm not really sure if it will. Okay, let's not force the cards and just start with these 5. The first card is the first chakra card in the upright position. By the way, if you hear me writing in the background here, I sometimes use automatic writing exercises to bring forth more messages. So that is what that is. So guys, the first chakra, of course, is the root chakra. I just saw someone like alone, possibly sitting outside, like on a porch or a balcony or something, or lying in bed at night, and someone that was just like they had their head in their hands and they were just feeling really overwhelmed and didn't even really fully understand why. And I heard 2 things. I heard childhood and I heard guided. And specifically with the childhood, I feel like someone who is experiencing this, like just wave of intense emotions, could be someone who I heard had their childhood stolen from them. So this could be somehow feeling as though their innocence was taken at a young age, like they had to grow up too quickly. I just saw someone like catching butterflies, but that is kind of what was stolen, like that carefree, free-spirited mentality was taken away from them or was cut short in childhood in some way. Again, I do have to disclaim, these specific messages won't resonate with everyone throughout this reading, so be sure to always use your own intuition as your best guide. But I do feel Spirit saying that if you are this person I'm connecting with right now, that the reason you've felt this overwhelm, that's the best way I can put it. I hear energetic overwhelm, like just feeling like, I just hear someone saying like everything is too much, it's too much. And you almost feel guilty for feeling this way because it feels like it's coming out of nowhere, it doesn't really have a trigger. Whoever this is, I'm hearing specifically, you are dealing with generational trauma, with these very deep-seated energy wounds that you are actually feeling for the purpose of healing. It's like through the feeling you are healing. because generational trauma is actually stored in the first chakra, in the root chakra. Those negative thought patterns, energetic habits that are passed down from one generation to the next, almost like a genetic disease, but energetically. And you came to this earth as a generational curse breaker to experience the extremes. It's like I just keep hearing, through your feeling, you are healing. It's like through the act of feeling these emotions, you are actually processing them. But I feel like because of perhaps your childhood or societal programming, many of you are actually feeling guilt for the mere act of feeling these very deep, very negative, very overwhelming emotions. But you're actually healing and transcending these patterns through re-experiencing them in your body and in your emotions. It's kind of like this dark night of the soul experience that is coming up here. By the way, I have created a root chakra activation subliminal because I do feel guided to do a lot of chakra clearing and healing and activating work through my subliminals. So this specifically is designed to activate your root chakra to its highest vibrational state through 4 binaural beat frequencies that resonate with the root chakra, and also 30 unconscious root chakra activating affirmations to just deeply uproot those negative energies, even those generational wounds from the root chakra where they are stored, and activating the root chakra to its highest state of being, to its natural flow state. So that will be linked in the pinned comment if you are interested in learning more. The second card is the Broken Heart card in the upright position. So for some reason when I saw the 9 on this card, I thought May 9th, and I feel as though something may have actually happened May 9th. Or whoa, okay, this is the message I'm getting. So because May 9th was actually Mother's Day, I'm hearing a lot of you are dealing with a mother wound. So something actually could have even happened that day that triggered these sad feelings. Maybe the fact that it was Mother's Day triggered some feelings of, for some of you, having a mother who wasn't entirely present. And I mean, she could have been physically present, but may have not been fully emotionally present for you when you needed that emotional support and validation. And again, this won't be everyone, but I just am hearing something connected to a mother wound. If that doesn't resonate with you, then I'm hearing for some of you, something could have happened on that day, on this last Sunday, on May 9th, that was just a broken-hearted experience for you. I feel like something may have come up, even specifically with your person or maybe in your life, that caused you some feelings of pain or heartbreak. I want to get more information on that. So, Spirit, what is this broken heart that was experienced on May 9th? Can you tell us more about this broken heart card? And one card just fell out of the deck. The third chakra card in the upright position. And for some reason I heard this shook your confidence because the third chakra is the solar plexus and connects us with our sense of power, our sense of confidence. I feel like this experience, whatever it was, caused you to feel disempowered or feel not yourself or not confident. Appreciation in the reverse. This could have also caused you to feel underappreciated. Alternatively, I feel like you could have, if you were the one I was connecting with the mother wound, you could also have a mother who always said, you don't appreciate me enough, you're not appreciating me. But it was like you were appreciating her. It's like nothing you did was ever enough for her. She always felt unappreciated. But this was because of her own wounding. In fact, perhaps even her own solar plexus chakra wound, which I do also have a solar plexus chakra activation I just created last week because I felt really guided to work with strengthening the collective solar plexus energy. So that activation will also be in the pinned comment. The next card is the 6th chakra card in the upright position. So of course, this is the third eye, the intuition. So what I'm getting from all of these cards is I do feel something happened on Mother's Day for a lot of you. This could be specifically tied to the triggering of a mother wound, or this could simply be some kind of heartbreaking or challenging situation that shook your core confidence or caused you to not quite feel yourself. And Spirit is saying on this situation to listen to your intuition. And it's interesting this comes up because I recently made an Instagram post, which, by the way, you can follow me at Magnetize Yourself on Instagram. But I recently made a post about intuition and how love is the only truth and everything else is an illusion. Because so often we're told, listen to your gut, listen to your intuition. But if we were the kind of children who were really disconnected by our parents from our own intuition, or taught to not understand what love truly was, to have this kind of flawed perception rather of love, meaning that we would feel in our intuition that someone wasn't loving us unconditionally, but then we were told that's actually what love feels like. I know this is kind of a strange message, but I know whoever is struggling with this or who has been through this will connect with it. It's like you were told something was love that wasn't love, so you began to associate these two things that are very much not alike. You began to associate feelings of worthlessness, of uncertainty, of doubt, of chaos with love. And that continued on into adulthood, and you brought forth that misunderstanding of love and even of your own intuition to future adult relationships. But Spirit is saying the way to hear your intuition is to listen to that soft inner voice within. True intuition feels soft, it feels warm, it feels knowing, it feels calm. It doesn't feel chaotic, confused, uncertain, afraid. So anytime you are feeling that fear in your belly, that isn't truly love speaking to you. That is actually fear. That isn't your intuition. That is your fear. So the next card in our spread here is a woman holding a heart in the upright position. There has been so much 444 coming up lately, so this card is 44 also. That may specifically connect with some of you. I actually saw someone here, specifically a divine feminine, but this could be a divine masculine, holding on too tightly to her heart. It's like she is afraid to let someone else hold her heart. It's like this woman is holding her own heart to a fault because she doesn't trust that she can give away her heart to someone. I get the sense this is because she's given away her heart before, and perhaps this is where she experienced that heartbreak, that broken heart. I just heard first love, so this could actually be a parent or literally a first love. Someone she loved early on in life who betrayed her trust and caused her to feel as though it was never safe to give away her heart. I keep saying her, but this could be a divine masculine. I'm just feeling a lot of divine and feminine energy from this card. Let's get more clarification on this. So, Spirit, can you give us more clarification on the woman holding a heart? Like, why is she holding on so tightly to her heart? Or just any more information about this card? The card that flew out was walking away. So I feel like I got this very strong escapism energy prior to this reading. So I feel like this woman, because of how she had been hurt in the past from a first love, again, either a parent or a literal first love, and because of how tightly she'd been holding on to her heart, she actually had been considering just escaping, just running away, or even I heard mental escape. You might be, if this is connecting with you, someone who dissociates, someone who uses daydreaming, which of course daydreaming is an incredibly powerful manifestation tool, but I feel that you may use maladaptive daydreaming, if this connects with you, to attempt to dissociate yourself from present realities. So take that if it resonates with you. The next card that came out was Victory in the reverse position. I feel like this person I'm connecting with, again, possibly a divine feminine, feels as though the goalpost keeps getting moved further down, meaning I just heard never enough. They feel like they are never enough, or nothing they do is enough, or that they can never quite reach this goal they are reaching toward, like things are never quite manifesting or quite coming together. I just heard Spirit say the goalpost isn't moving, your vision is just expanding. So take that if it resonates with you. I feel someone listening, especially a divine feminine, may have really needed to hear that. And just to clarify that, what I'm really hearing is that you feel as though from an ego perspective that things aren't quite working out, are quite manifesting. But Spirit is saying you are just becoming stronger, becoming more healed, becoming more powerful. And as a result of that, you are then able to expand your vision, your desires further and further. So it's almost like Spirit is saying on your previous desires, wait, I have something better for you. And the reason it's not coming isn't because you aren't worthy of it or can't have it, but it's because you keep expanding your vision. There keeps being something better for you on the horizon. And that thing, the thing that is truly meant for you, that most expansive thing, is going to manifest for you, coming back to that 1111 at the beginning of the reading. Okay, so the next card in this initial spread is Happy Family in the reverse. I knew this card would come up. I do strongly feel, again, this could be tied to May 9th or Mother's Day. There was some experience with an unhappy family or with memories of an unhappy family. By the way, it's so synchronistic. This card is 4, and the card before was 4-4. So that makes the number 444. Like I was saying, this number has been coming up so much. But I do feel this card is just confirmation that what some of you are dealing with at this time is memories of a challenging childhood or an unhappy family dynamic, which I do feel with that first chakra card being upright that we pulled earlier, that root chakra, that this is a dynamic that is actually being healed. This is actually being processed at this time. And finally, the last card in that initial spread is the World card in the reverse position. I just heard Spirit saying like wait in all caps. Not wait as in you have to be patient, like you have to just kind of stay stagnant. But what I'm hearing is allow yourself to continue to expand. Allow things to continue to unfold. It's not like this inactive state, this wait, and things aren't going to move at all, and then suddenly, if you wait when things aren't moving, something's going to happen. I'm hearing strongly that things are shifting, things are changing, things are happening. And just to continue to allow things to unfold, appreciate the unfolding, because there is something beautiful in store for you, that coming manifestation, the materialization of that most expansive reality is coming your way. I get that message very strongly. I would like to get some further clarification on this World card. Actually, I'm feeling maybe drawn to the guidebook, so let's read a little bit on the World in the reverse position and see if we can bring forth any messages here. This card reversed marks the end of hostilities for you. Sorry, that's actually the wrong page, but there are no coincidences. So some of you may actually be... That's so funny. I read the wrong page, but of course there is no wrong. There's no coincidence. So I feel like that message actually connects with some of you when it comes to family hostilities. Hostilities in your interpersonal family relationships are actually being resolved. But the World card, please, Spirit, reversed. Receiving the World reversed means that you've been severely limiting your view of things. What did I say, guys? Limiting your vision, not allowing your vision to be ever expanding, or not trusting that if you continue to expand your vision, you will also continue to expand your manifested reality. You're thinking too narrowly, either at your options for action or in what you feel you deserve. You may be feeling boxed in by old ways of doing things, not quite sure of how to expand. This card calls for you to think creatively. In addition, you may have emotionally painted yourself into a corner, surrounded on all sides by energies such as fear, short-sightedness, limited thinking, or self-doubt. It's time to break out, see the unlimited horizons around you, and know that the world is waiting for you to take center stage. I'm just so strongly hearing with this card, I just keep hearing expansive vision, unfolding, manifestation of your highest desires, but in this comprehensive way. It's like things are coming together, but you have to trust that process. I'm really strongly hearing that here. So now, guys, I'm going to roll the letter initial dice. Sometimes these bring forth letter initials, first, middle, or last name of either your name or your person's name. Alternatively, sometimes these messages spell words that connect with the reading. Okay, Spirit, so what else, what letter initials can connect with this reading in some way? What messages can I bring forth for the Twin Flame Collective at this time? LWO. So that spelled low. So I heard emotionally low, like someone was feeling either low energy or low vibration, reflecting in negative emotional states. T's. WVCGLZ. KOMJEP. And the next thing I'm going to do is pull sign cards. So these could potentially be the sun, moon, or rising sign of whatever energies or people I'm connecting with in this reading. Okay, so the first sign is Capricorn. Sagittarius. What's really interesting about this, because I actually heard in my head this could actually be a time frame, and Sagittarius season comes directly before Capricorn season, which tells me that some of you may actually be, these dates may be significant this time frame jointly of Sagittarius and Capricorn season. So this would be November 22nd through January 19. For some reason I'm hearing, and this is funny because in the last Twin Flame reading, I got next winter. I felt like there would be a shift around the winter solstice, and I'm getting that again. I heard last reading summer solstice and winter solstice, so these could be the sun, moon, or rising signs of you or your person, but alternatively I'm hearing that winter season, that November to January, there could be some kind of powerful shift that happens for you. Aquarius. Wow, guys, that's so funny. That's like bringing us in order because Aquarius season comes after Capricorn season, so that brings us this very clear time frame of November to February 18. Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. So we have Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising sign. Could be you or your person. And the next thing I'm going to do is pull some of my love scramble cards. This is a new thing that I do in my readings, but it was very effective last time for bringing forth some messages. So let's see what we can channel here. So Spirit, what else does the Twin Flame Collective need to know at this time? Fantasy. I specifically heard that connecting with the maladaptive daydreaming I was talking about. Like I feel someone is trying to escape to this fantasy world because they feel so disconnected. I just heard like I don't belong. Like this feeling of homesickness, but not really being sure where that home is. I'm hearing a lot of like starseed, lightworker, like old soul energy here, someone who has lived many lifetimes, even on other planets, someone who is like otherworldly. And at times, because of the eternity of your soul, the wisdom of your soul, being here on Earth causes you to feel homesick for places you can't even consciously connect to because they come from previous lifetimes. Wow, that was a really odd but powerful message. Facebook. So I'm hearing this could be connected to where some of you were triggered by your family situation. Maybe someone made a Facebook post about, it could be anything. It could be a Facebook post about mothers, or that caused you to feel triggered in your own childhood situation or lack of a strong, stable mother figure. Alternatively, you and your person might have connected through Facebook in some way. I'm seeing two people typing behind screens. So you and your person could have exchanged a Facebook interaction or message of some sort. I do feel this message won't connect with everyone. This seems to be a more specific message, but whoever needs to hear it, I feel you knew that that was for you. Hands. I just heard you have your hands in everything. Not talking about you, but it's like you speaking or in your head. I feel like there's been some energy that felt overwhelming to you or felt over-involved in your life. This will be different depending on who you are. For some of you, again, this could be a mother, because this is Mother's Day that we just had, and this could have triggered a lot of wounding for a lot of you. But I'm hearing for others of you, this could be a third party in your twin flame connection. So either someone that you have been connecting with or your person has been connecting with. I strongly feel this is some kind of karmic connection. Someone who is here to teach you some kind of lesson, but who brings you a lot of feelings of exhaustion and overwhelm and frustration in the process. Hopeful romance. I heard I'm a hopeless romantic, but you're turning me into a hopeful romantic. I actually feel like this is from someone's person. Like, you bring this kind of, it's like, I just heard, this is the cheesiest message, but I'm strongly hearing someone's person say, like, I considered myself to be a hopeless romantic. Like, I wanted to believe in love, but I didn't really believe that it existed. But just seeing you, even the first time, brought this kind of depth and color into my world that caused me to instantaneously shift from being this hopeless romantic to being hopeful that something more could be out there. I feel like this is actually even more spiritual than just like what we traditionally see as love relationships. It's like this person is saying, meeting you caused me to meet my own soul. It's like that twin flame mirror soul kind of energy coming through here. This person feels like you triggered this spiritual growth, even a spiritual awakening within them just by meeting you. It's like you had this kind of, I just heard impression on the soul. You left an impression on their soul, which of course isn't really a new impression. It's this ancient mark. You could metaphorically think of it as, it's the fact that your souls have always been connected. And it was just a remembering of that connection through meeting you that is causing this shift within them. I also heard that this person, whoever I'm connecting with, could be the one that came from an unhappy family, and you gave them hope that they could create something different, that one day they could create a happier, again, for some of you, it could be a happy family if that connects, but for others of you, it could just be a happier life, that there was something happier that they could experience or create in the future. Distracted. So I feel like all of these feelings from your person are happening very deeply unconsciously, like way beneath the surface. But what's happening on a conscious level for many of you is kind of this feeling of disconnect or distraction in the physical world. So I feel as though those messages that came through, the person they were meant for, you actually might have just written them off like, oh, those probably weren't meant for me because my person has seemed really distracted lately or hasn't really been fully connecting with me. And I feel like Spirit is saying, no, that was for you. Like, that is what that person is really feeling beneath the surface. They just appear to be distracted or disconnected from a 3D physical perspective, but that's not the truth of the situation. There's like some element of illusion here, which, by the way, I would really recommend if you're feeling feelings of disconnect or this kind of this disconnect between the spiritual realities, the 5D feelings, the dreams, the powerful sensations with your twin flame or divine counterpart, and then this contrast to the physical manifested reality. Really, so much about our journey is about beginning to bridge that gap, beginning to merge the physical with the spiritual, beginning to experience more in the physical world that we envision and sense and experience through the fifth dimension in the spiritual world. So for twin flames specifically, I've created a 7-chakra twin flame clearing subliminal. This is probably what I'd consider to be my most comprehensive and powerful subliminal for twin flames, because it's essentially an unconscious Reiki session designed to uproot any twin flame related energy blocks, which actually are what prevent that expansive vision, that energetic reality, that spiritual reality from fully manifesting in the physical. And as we clear out those energy blocks, we can then increase the flow of energy through our energy body, which causes our vibration to rise as a result. And as a result of that, twin flames, they are naturally magnetic for one another. They naturally pull one another in, both spiritually and physically, mentally, emotionally, and the only thing that prevents or blocks that from manifesting is our own energy blocks, because of course our blocks energetically are then directly reflected in our twin flames energy blocks. So by shifting this energy within us, we can actually instantaneously shift the balance, or begin to shift the balance of our connection and what manifests within that connection. So that 7-chakra twin flame clearing subliminal is linked in the pinned comment. You can click that link and explore more about the energetic benefits from that specific clearing subliminal. So Spirit, can I bring forth any more messages for the Twin Flame Collective at this time? Appearance. And I specifically heard Spirit with this card confirming like illusion, like things are not what they appear to be. Like someone is putting on an appearance, but it's not truly what's happening beneath the surface. Which really brings me back to, I feel like the appearance is of distraction, of disconnection, but the reality is of this hopeful, romantic, this very, I don't know how to quite put words to the energy that I'm feeling coming through here, but it's like this warm, soft, sweet, connected, very fixated kind of thing happening beneath the surface, but on the surface it's coming off as disconnected, like almost the complete opposite of what it really is. The next card is light, which I just heard like this person sees you as this very light being. They see you as this bright light in their life, almost like something that gives color, depth, and clarity to them, to their life. But this is a secret, which I get because the next card is secret. It's like, this is a secret they're not only keeping from you, but I feel this is a secret they're even trying to keep from themselves. It's like they don't want to admit how strongly they're feeling about you, how admiring they are of you, because they feel like by admitting it, there will be no backing out or something like that. But the truth is, they know that they can't back out anyway. They know that no matter where they go, you follow them. This beautiful being of light and love that they see you as is with them everywhere. But they know, it's like, but their ego doesn't want to admit it even to themselves. So guys, I hope that these messages connected with whoever needed to hear them at this time. If I did resonate with you, click the subscribe button and the notification bell to get updated whenever I post new readings or videos. You can explore any of the subliminals I recommended in this reading, which were the root chakra activation, the solar plexus chakra activation, and the 7-chakra twin flame clearing subliminal. Those 3 subliminals are linked in the pinned comment under this video. Click any of those links to explore more about the energetic benefits expected from each subliminal. And when you create a free trial account on my website, you can try out any of the more than 100 subliminals I've created completely free for 7 days. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to each and every one of you who shares your energy with me here in this time and space and on this platform on YouTube. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next reading.